that you don't have to ever quit. You think that you can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more since it's almost over now. There was no rush, but it was your dream.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. But tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
White.
Right to the air. Here's Stafford. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Hey, Red!
Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Get it, 20! Hey, easy, easy! Hey. 32! Tonight!
Here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down.
Hey, easy! Monday!
They snap it to Stafford. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards. tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade, but I know they're happy to have it.
It is amazing, isn't it? But we have seen big-time guys change teams. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, and their new teams are really excited to have them because they provide big-time targets. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
This will be caught by Brown. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing now is Rodgers. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Ooh, with a juke. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
With that catch, he's now 18 away from 1,000, so he's at 982, and that's how many Randy Moss had, 2018 Hall of Famer.
And similar to the recent Hall of Famer, we argue about which catches were the most memorable because so many of them were 982 and counting.
Stafford. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Stafford. Open man is Atwell, complete. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Hey, give me radar. Set. 21. 280. 40 gut. 40 gut.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Blue 60!
Throwing is Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Albert Okwuegbunam from 10 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Give them 32 on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. And
across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Omarion Hampton with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Throwing is Rodgers. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
23-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a second and long situation.
Get your eyes on your key. Let's go. Set. 180. Tight end on. Hey, dash, go down. Hey, 70. Alert.
Stafford now to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebe now. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Omaha, ready, move. Like 7. Hurry.
Now Stafford will try and do this himself. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it, ends up getting the ball stripped.
Following the fumble recovery, Rodgers. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And Marion Hampton with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 10.
59. Ready. Hey, let's go, baby. Play smart. 180. White.
To throw is Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Rams,
32.
first down.
11.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Throwing again is Stafford. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Alex Highsmith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
280.
Back to throw, Stafford. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
0. 280.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Rodgers. This is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the end zone, Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready. And they were, and they picked that one off.
It's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first-half lead. Piniero's extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Piniero to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
32.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piniero to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, 54, 280. Zebra. Hey, easy, easy. White wing. Alert! 53, ready!
From the gun, here's Stafford. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Niners have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Rams 7. Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Powering his way forward. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Double right.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said punt it. Punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
On 4th down, Stafford.
He'll let this go for Adams.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 54-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Piñeiro.
And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. 49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
258.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now Rodgers.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
18.
To throw is Rodgers. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he's corralled, but now before giving it inside the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On first down, it's Hampton. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Rodgers now to throw. He'll check this one down to Hampton. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
A draw play, Hampton. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
6:30. Hey, take 26. 26. Yeah, Liz. Go to 50. Back north.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A.J. Brown from 8 yards out. And the Niners are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's Stanford. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got Adams on the comebacker. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 at enemy territory.
And the Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stanford. And this is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready, move. Here goes set. 280.
Here's Stanford. He hits Adams, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Monday. Set. Ready? Hey, 5-0.
To the air again, Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Stafford. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Stafford. And he's got it. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams from 4 yards out. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. On play action, now Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for L.A. 67 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
Now 20!
Now Stafford. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the 49ers are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Rodgers throwing here. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards. And this will be caught. Forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the 49ers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for L.A., they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that.
All I ever wanted was a black Grand National. Being rational, give them what they asked for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll reach that, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad. Watching do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? They like, what he on? This the Alpha and Omega. Welcome home. This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get a gone. Teach you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird hands, baby. Whoa! It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll reach that, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad. Watch do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out if they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate them that's hating on the and they both. I hate them hating on them and they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Feel like he entitled cause he knew me since a kid. I call my granny off and she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel, yelling. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll reach that, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. Hey. Hey. Monster! Taking bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. When they disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show the ropes before they from a... I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up, we up the plyometric. Ran up out of luck, soon as I up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit, let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling. Monster! Oh, man. Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
Getting crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. 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 Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.